kids doing in school with masks these days?
Distance learning.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That too. That too. Online learning. Hi, Michelle. I see you here.
Oh, you can hear
Hi.
everything.
I also thought I heard Avril Chef's voice, but I don't see her. I don't see her name pop up, but I really could have sworn I heard her voice.
Okay, I'm here.
Oh, hi, Annie. Okay, so let's keep you.
Hola. Hello, everyone.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay, so let me just know, I just spotlighted Annie. Can everyone see Annie?
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect.
So good. So good to see you, Annie.
Hello,
A long
everyone.
time.
So I see like 5 people. I don't see 14, but it's okay.
You can't see
If you do the arrows, like if you're on your phone and you swipe it, you'll be able to see. But we can all see you,
Oh, I see.
and we can all hear you.
As long as you guys see me.
We do.
Oh, everyone is here. So fantastic. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Hi. So we're gonna make an apple tart tonight.
Yeah, we're so
Brooke, are you gonna talk about something, or we're starting the apple tart directly?
I figured let's start with the tart because of the refrigeration stuff.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. So I have one in the oven. I wanted to show you guys the final. I made a dough. So do you have your ingredients, or do you want me to talk about the recipe itself and mix everything in front of you? Should we do that?
I think most people have the ingredients, and we want to hear from you how to do it step by step. But can you also give us a little bit of a background of your French Moroccan roots? Because also, guys, I'll just start by saying, welcome everyone. This is another Baking with Brooke series. I coined that. Hopefully it'll stick. And so it was actually my mom's idea, who's on the call right now, that to do, like, we have so many different cultures in the shul, in the community, and I would love to spotlight each different type of culture. So Annie and I, thank God, through quarantine, we've really gotten to know each other because we live, a couple houses away from each other. And so we see each other when she's walking her dogs, and then, I'm just running away from them. But, so thank God we have Annie here, her French Moroccan roots. I wanted to highlight that. And I would love if anyone else wants to do one of these. You don't have to be a pastry chef like Annie or a caterer like
I'm
Annie.
not yet a pastry chef. I mean,
but
almost.
really, yeah, but really it's just about getting together, cooking together, sharing what each other's backgrounds are. So
yes.
Really, I would love if anyone who's willing to do this, you'll see it's not so scary, to approach me after. You could, text me, call me, whatever. And, I would love to do another one of these. Would love to do different cultures. So I'll give the floor to Annie. And
so hi everyone.
As soon as you start with the actual recipe, I'm gonna put the recipe on so everyone can see. So
you're doing it?
Yeah, don't worry.
You're mixing it?
Yeah.
Okay. So hi everyone, I'm Annie Benaroch. I know most of you, I've been at the shul for more than 25 years. So some people I don't know, but I'm Annie and I live 5 minutes away. So my background, I'm French Moroccan, was born, I'm sorry, my dog just barked, sorry. I was born in Morocco, and I lived in France from the age of 14 in Paris. So I have, a love of cooking, French cuisine, Moroccan cuisine, a little bit of everything. And my passion is really baking. So a little challenge that I had one day with my son, that he said, "Mom, your cooking is excellent, but your baking is not so good." So I said, okay, I have to, I have to get better. And so I started learning on my own, and just love the baking. And then now I'm started French pastry school. So I've been for 3 weeks now in French pastry school. Wow. And in about 4 months, I'll be a French pastry chef. Very excited. So when I met Brooke, she said, "What can you do for Pesach?" So I started telling her, Rosh Hashanah, I started
Don't get
telling
ahead
her
of yourself,
about,
please.
sorry?
I said, don't get ahead of yourself, please.
No.
That gave me tremendous anxiety.
I said, we can make chicken à l'orange with honey. We can make this. She says, it's going to be too much. Let's just do one thing. I said, okay, let's do it. Apple tart. It's easy. It's a French apple tart. And the ingredients, I gave them to Brooke. I'm not sure if you guys have them, but I can repeat it and read them with you. Also, I just wanted to say that this recipe, you can use gluten-free flour. I've made it many times, and it came out and it was perfect. So it has a little bit of almond flour, so I'm not sure if there is any allergies, but if you don't want almond flour, you can do coconut flour. And my favorite with this recipe is really to use real butter, French butter. Better than margarine, but you know, for the holidays, for Rosh Hashanah or Shabbat, it's kind of hard to do, you know, butter. So of course, unsalted margarine. I try to get the non-hydrogenate margarine, the one that is the safest. It has a little sugar. It has some confectioner sugar, 1 cup for 2 cups of flour. So I usually, guys, scale everything on my little scale here. And I weigh in grams. So when I give the recipe to Brooke, I send it to her in grams and she panicked and she says, what is that? I said, it's grams. And then she's like, no, you have to do it the American way, ounces, cups. And I said, okay, let me try it. So I found it on Google. Hopefully it's, you know, exactly the same, but, you know, it's almost the same, I will say. I added a little extra of the egg. The egg is 55 grams of egg, and it came out to 1.5 eggs. So we're gonna start. Brooke, do you have the ingredient with you?
Yeah, 1 second.
Okay. So any questions so far?
I think we're good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
So everyone, can everyone see the recipe? I guess someone give me a thumbs up.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so there's 2 cups of flour, 1/3 of it.
Are we putting all this now in the food,
So we put it in the food processor, not food processor, I'm sorry, the KitchenAid bowl.
And
so
which of these do you like for this?
So I'm gonna explain. How do you call this?
I always say like a paddle. I don't know.
Paddle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you use the paddle. So you put the flour, the almond flour, the confectioner sugar, the touch of salt, and you just blend it, and we call that sablé. It's like sand. It's almost like a sand texture of everything. Then you add the butter, and the butter or the margarine has to be hard, not softened, and cut in little pieces, little squares. And then you add it all together with the egg.
So
go ahead, I'm waiting. Yeah. I'll wait for you.
Okay. And did you come up with this recipe?
If I come up with this recipe, it's a basic recipe, French recipe. So basically it's called pâte sucrée. It's a sweet dough. And French use it for many different dough. They use it for apple tart. They use it for pear tart with almond. They use it for strawberry pie. And you know, guys, that tart and pies are 2 different things. Pies are the one that are covered on top. Tart is just the bottom. So that's why we call it tart. And I wanted to say, for this recipe, we need, I'll talk about the apples. Yeah, I'll talk about the apples and the way you chill the dough and etc. So let's start with mixing the recipe, for the la pâte.
What, Annie, can I ask, what is the point of cutting the butter? I always wondered that.
Because if you put one chunk, it's gonna be really hard to mix everything. So when you cut it in pieces, it holds it and it mixes all the dough together. I just learned how to make French croissant, and it's the same thing. Same thing. You have to cut it in pieces, in squares.
And it was a cup of butter, right?
So it's a cup. I will say a little bit extra than a cup.
Okay.
I just measured it right now and I tried it.
Okay.
And then you just mix first the flour, the almond flour, the sugar, the salt, and then you add the butter, but the margarine of the butter. And remember, it has to be not soft, kind of hard. Everyone is here and following, or do you guys have questions? Brooke, is everybody here?
Yeah, they're just mute.
They're all mute. Okay.
They're mute, yeah, don't worry.
I'm just drinking a little glass of wine, white wine.
Do you need that for?
I just feel like I need that right now.
Yeah. So if you hear that noise, that's my kitchen.
That's okay.
My KitchenAid, actually, this was one of those quarantine things. Like, there are a few things, I don't know if you've seen it, that in quarantine, like, if you didn't tie-dye, did you really quarantine? If you didn't make bagels, did you really quarantine? Like, did you gain 15 pounds and, like, you didn't really quarantine? So a few of those types of memes. So we made bagels, me and the kids, and my KitchenAid that I've had, now we're married 6 years. I've had it so it was a month before we celebrated 6 years. Totally started smoking on me. And when I called them, they said, "Did you happen to be making bagels?" I said, "Yes. What's the deal?" So they said, "We don't know, whatever, but send it back and we'll send you a brand new one." It was amazing. So I got a brand new one.
That's cool.
And I actually just told out that today. As you can see, I use it often.
So guys, I just took out the pie out of the oven right now. And this is what we're gonna do. I don't know if you see it. Okay. This is what we're gonna do, the French Apple Tart.
Oh.
So I'm just taking it out of the oven right now.
So what should the dough look like right now? Oh, was I supposed to add the egg also?
Yeah, you beat the egg a little bit, or if you feel like the dough is a little dry, you can add a little bit of ice water, or you can add a little bit of extra egg. I added a little bit of extra egg. And we put the dough, once we're done with it, we're gonna put the dough in the fridge. You refrigerate the dough. It's good to do it like the night before and just refrigerate it. And then the next day you have your dough. And just FYI, this dough can be frozen. You can freeze the apple compote and you can freeze the the dough, but you cannot freeze this apple tart when the apples are on top. It's not a good one to freeze.
Oh no, really? I was gonna totally freeze it for Rosh Hashanah.
No, you can't freeze the apple tart. You can freeze the dough and the compote for sure. Oh. And then the day of, or the night before, you can bake it. It's easy. It takes.
Oh, that's smart.
Total, it takes like 40 minutes, 45 minutes. It's not.
Can I ask if this is, excuse the mess, everyone, but is this, hold on, let's see. Is this what it's supposed to look like?
Yeah, okay. Very good. So is it very soft?
Totally, yeah.
Okay, so take it and form a ball. Take it and form a ball and put it in a plastic wrap. You know the plastic wrap?
Like saran wrap?
Yes.
Okay.
And you put it in like a ball, and you flat it like a disc. So guys, I want to show you. Can everyone see here?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do, I have the dough, I took it out of the fridge. It's a little softened right now. You see? I put it about 40 minutes in the fridge. It's supposed to be about an hour. If you want to speed it, just put it in the freezer for 10-15 minutes. Okay? So this is the dough. So I take the dough, I put it on the top of parchment paper, and then I put another parchment paper on top. And I just flat it with my hand a little bit. Do you see me?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I take the roll and I just
to clarify for everyone, what's going on here is that Annie and I spoke about how the fact that it needed to be refrigerated. So we went back and forth whether or not we should have you guys do it before the demo, but I just figured it's easier. Let's watch Annie do all the steps, and then, you know, we could do it by ourselves. You know, like she said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to freeze my dough, and then next week I'm going to do these steps that she's doing now.
Okay, so basically what I'm doing, I'm flattening the dough, and I wanted to show you guys before I flatten this dough. These are the mold for an apple tart. It could be bigger, it could be smaller. It's about 9 inch, I think, 9 or 10 inch. Yes, 9 inch. Okay. And it's okay if it's not as deep. It's okay. All right. So the one that I did right now is a little bigger and a little flatter, and it's fine. I like this because it's easy to remove.
Is it okay? I don't have a tart pan, but I have a springform pan.
And you can remove the tart. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. So, but I like this because it's easy to remove, and then you put it in a nice platter, and then it's easy to cut. Okay. All right. So once I have the dough in the fridge and rest for an hour, I prepare other thing. I prepare my compote. What is a compote? It's an applesauce, a French word for applesauce. Compote, usually it's like little squares, little square cut apples like this. Okay. So this is for compote. And then you crush it or you blend it, and then you put it on the top of the dough. Okay. So I wanted to show you guys a couple things before I put my dough on the mold. So I cut 3 apples and I put a little bit of lemon on it. And the reason I put lemon is because I don't want it to get dark, you know, kind of like brown. So I'm putting a lemon, and then I added the sugar. It requires about 25 grams of sugar. What is Brooke, the measurement?
Hold on, it says here 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons of sugar and 1/4 cup of water. And then you put a little bit of cinnamon. I don't like cinnamon, so I don't like in this recipe cinnamon, so I didn't put it, but I love to put the zest of a lemon. And when you put a zest of lemon with the apple, it has this texture, this taste when you eat the apple tart, and it's delicious. So I prepared the apple compote, and I wanted to show you guys. So this is my apple compote. So it's basically the applesauce.
Mm.
To make it fast, let's say you're in a hurry, you want to prepare a tart in 30 minutes, not a problem. Get the applesauce and sweeten. You don't need any sweet because we already have sugar in the dough. So just get this. I promise you it's perfect. Mm-hmm. I did it on the gluten-free dough. Hi, Felicia. I just saw Felicia right now. And a lot of people likes gluten-free. So unsweetened and gluten-free, it's perfect. This is fine. It's 10 minutes, chick-chack, not a problem. I like to prepare my own compote, you know, so I prepare my own compote and I blend it in the blender here, okay? So I blend it, and then once I'm gonna put my dough in the mold, I will put the compote, okay? So bear with me, guys. Let me see now. Do you have your dough, Brooke, or no?
Well, I ran out of saran wrap. This is all I had. So I figured I would just,
You can put it in a Ziploc bag. That's fine.
Oh, okay, fine.
You can put it on a Ziploc bag.
Okay.
So I take a little bit of.
But it wasn't in the fridge. That's why.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So I take a little bit of spray olive mist on my pan, and I like to do the corners so it doesn't stick. So my dough tonight is a little soft. Maybe it's the weather, I don't know. But it defrosted really fast. Okay, so here's my dough. I just put it in the pan. Okay, like I said, it's a little hot, so it's very soft, but it's okay, not an issue. And I just play with it, and I fold it, and I follow the little mold here.
Also, if anyone, I unscreen shared, however you say that, I took away the recipe because it's better anyways that you're talking. So if anyone wants it though,
You guys see it?
Chat it, whatever.
Do you guys see what I'm doing?
Can you turn it a little lower? Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so with my hands, okay. If you want to wear gloves, it's perfect. Wear gloves. And you can do that. So here, I'm missing a little piece here, and I'm missing a little piece. So I take whatever I have, and I play with it. Same here.
But when you said, Annie, that you, you know, like it comes out, and then you put on a serving platter. So what happens to the walls, though? Do they stay intact?
Perfect.
Oh, okay.
Because I put the spray.
Right. Okay.
So you can put also margarine. You can put, and don't forget the dough has margarine and the dough has butter. So it doesn't stick the way we're thinking it's gonna stick.
Okay.
I hope so. It happened once or twice where a little piece was actually the French baker, the French chef don't use this anymore. They use like a soft one.
Silicone or whatever?
No, it's metal, but it doesn't have like it's like the most modern one. I made a small little tart. Hold on, let me see if I have it. I'm coming back, guys. Okay, I made a tart this week at the pastry school. So you see how it's soft. This is a pear tart.
Wow.
And these are mini ones. So look how soft it is. So French pastry chef don't use anymore the one like that. They use like the soft one. Mm-hmm. This is how they bake it. It's great also. Mm-hmm. Okay, so here we go. I have it on my pan. Now I'm taking a fork. I'm taking a fork and making little, because I don't want the dough to get too thick. So I need some, I guess some air. So I do this all over my dough. And it really helps. I want to show you guys after how we cut the apples, we core them. All right, so this is how, okay? I don't bake it in advance. It's everything in the same time. Is everybody following me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good?
Yes.
We good, everyone? Okay, so now let's put the apples to cook with the compote. All right. And I can put my dough just in the fridge right now to chill because the weather is really hot right now and I don't want it to be too soft. I'm going to put it a little bit in the fridge, okay? All right, let me wash my hands. Okay, so now let's do the applesauce. And once I'm done with the applesauce, I'm going to show you guys how to core and cut the apples. All right, so where is my applesauce? Okay, perfect. So I'm going to put my applesauce here. If you guys want to add honey instead of sugar, you can do that. And don't forget your cinnamon if you like cinnamon.
So this was, you said 3 apples?
It's 3 apples.
Okay.
Okay. And I cooked it with 1/4 of water and the sugar. And I closed the pot. And very low, I mean medium low, not very high. And it cooked very fast, okay? Super fast.
I'll take one for the team and I'll do it with applesauce and let you all know how amazing it tastes.
The applesauce is the easiest part. Okay, guys, it's gonna be a little loud, sorry.
That's okay. If it's too loud, I'll mute you.
So I've done the compote where the pieces were whole and I put it on the dough and it looks also, it's perfect. So you can mash it with a fork, you can do it with the blender, you can do it, you can leave it whole. It doesn't matter. It's really not a big deal. And like I said, also you can get the applesauce. All right, let's get this. So you guys, you have the dough and you just pour the compote here on top.
If someone's using applesauce, would you add anything to it? Like like the cinnamon, anything? No?
You can add cinnamon. You can definitely add cinnamon. I won't add too much sugar just because sometimes they're sweet, naturally sweet. But definitely the cinnamon, the honey, if you want some honey. Okay, almost done. I can't hear anybody. Brooke, do you hear anyone?
No, everyone's on mute.
Ah.
Everyone's on mute. I could unmute everyone, but they'll probably just themselves.
Sorry, my dog is barking. Okay, so I'm spreading. You see how it is?
Mm-hmm.
Very simple. All over. Try to cover everything. And that's it. 3 apples were perfect. You see? 3 apples.
Wow. Amazing.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing more. All right. So I have here 5 apples. Shh. All right. Go upstairs. Michelle. I'm in the class.
God, my kids are sleeping.
Sorry, guys. I don't have little kids, but I have little dogs.
I just said, thank God my kids are sleeping.
Sorry. And this one is a barker. So here's the apples. I peel them. Okay. And I put lemon all around like this.
Oh, wow.
And the reason I did this, I don't want them to get dark, and it can happen really fast. I didn't core them yet because I wanted to show you guys how to core them. It's easy. And I have a special tool for that. See, where's my tool? I just used it. Oh, here. Have you guys used this before?
No, but I've seen it.
It's a tool for coring apples.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't do this, because when you do this, you go on the side and all this. I've done that before and it's bad. So you put it on the table and you do this right in the middle.
If someone doesn't have that, can you just cut around the core?
Yes, you cut it in 4 and remove the seed and the core. Okay? And then I put a little bit of lemon here in the middle so it doesn't get dark. Okay? So I have my 5 apples. Let's do one more. The trick here is sometimes the core gets stuck in here in the middle. Okay, perfect. And here we go. Voila. Okay. All right. So let me get a cutting board. I'm going to show you guys how to cut this these apples.
Okay. How's everyone doing? Who's going to do this recipe once we're done?
It's easy.
Yes.
Okay, guys, here we go.
So what is this? This component now is just for the topping
So this part that I'm doing right now, the 5 apples, is the decoration.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to do, I'm gonna decorate it like, how do you say that in English? Snail? How do you say it? Like circles.
Right. Okay. I don't know.
Okay. So in French, we call it escargot. It's like I don't know how to say that. Sorry, but it's
like a fan? Like a fan, maybe?
Scallop.
F-A-N?
It's like a snail.
Or scallop.
Like a snail.
It's like
It's a snail. It's a circular.
Like a spiral that gets smaller.
Yes, yes. I call it escargot. You know what's escargot in French, right? It's a snail.
Snail.
Anyways, I go like this. But I start from the top and I go in the middle. I've seen beautiful tart with the middle here. They put like a rose with the apple. And it's very pretty. So you do that. So this is how I cut my apples. So I like to go same direction. Not like this, but like this, top.
Wait, can you
Move
the screen down?
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay.
Here. Can you see?
Yes, perfect.
So 1/8 of an inch. So fine. It's time consuming for this, but it's worth it.
It's a perfect time of year, everyone, to work on your patience. This is quite the thing to work on your patience right before Rosh Hashanah.
So once I have my slice, I slice everything in the same time, and I gather everything on my parchment paper. And I try to align it in a way that it's ready for me to decorate. And there's gonna be some small pieces. These, don't throw them away right now because we're gonna use them to fill up the holes. So I like to have all my apples already sliced on parchment paper like this, lined up. So I'm ready to go. I'm decorating right now. Everything is ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. I'm gonna start. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm taking one Annie here, and I start my middle here, and I try to go this way.
Do you press it in or you just put it on?
Just put it on, but
Okay.
I go on top of the other one. You see?
Yeah.
And again, on top. But I don't do this the whole time for like an hour. I take 10 of them and I press them together. And I go like this. I flat it.
Genius.
Okay? And then I continue. Like I said, usually my apples are ready. They're already cut. They're already finely cut. Okay? So everything is ready. I'm going to cut a little bit of apples right now just to show you guys a little more. Okay, let's see. You see it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me have a little glass of wine first.
Annie, if you want to take a break, I could say some words if you want. Or do you want to finish it?
No,
Okay.
it's fine. I just wanted to get my wine.
Oh, wait, but now lower the screen if you don't mind.
Aha. Here we go.
Thank you.
How was today with the heat?
Pretty brutal and oppressive.
Brutal today?
Yeah, I mean, we have air conditioning. I don't know.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So while you're chopping, do you mind if I say some words now?
Yes, please go ahead. I was waiting for you to say that because it can take a little while.
Okay.
But if you guys have any questions.
Oh yeah, let's ask. So does anyone have any questions? You guys can unmute yourself now. If anyone has any questions.
No?
This is Janet. Because the recipe I saw in the email is different than the recipe you posted. So we don't have the recipe. Maybe I didn't get the recipe for the compote.
So Brooke, you remember I told you that
Here.
you have to send the new recipe with the compote and everything. So if you can maybe email it to everyone.
Yeah, Janet, if you're in the WhatsApp, that's where I sent it. But I'm going to share right now the recipe, and the compote is right here. So if you want to, I don't either write it down, but here's the compote recipe.
I have WhatsApp, but I'm in which WhatsApp? I don't have the WhatsApp of the shul.
Oh, okay, fine. So if you want, we could add you after. But if not, I just, and that's also a public service announcement. Whoever is not on the shul WhatsApp, we don't talk a lot, and you can always set your notifications that you don't get notifications. I don't know if people know that aspect about WhatsApp, but it's a great piece of WhatsApp that you can turn off notifications for any WhatsApp group that you're on, or person rather, so that you don't get inundated with chats. But we pretty much only post when there are events. So everyone can join after. The shul has emailed about it. If not, you could text either me or my husband or some of your friends. I'm sure many people are on it, to get the link and to join our WhatsApp group. To stay connected, especially during these times. But either way, here is the compote recipe. It's right now on the screen share. If you don't have time to write it down, just text me after or call me after, and I could definitely send it to you. Just because of time, I'm gonna go right into just a few words that I wanted to share with everyone, just to get us all ready for this holiday season that's upon us. It's pretty crazy that we're up to this. So first of all, why did I ask Annie to do to do something sweet like this. You know, she wanted to do a chicken, which obviously had some sweet components. But I said, you know, let's do a dessert because besides the fact that it's easy, but the question is, why are we eating sweet things now in Rosh Hashanah? So, and when you stop to think about it, it really seems a bit silly because, you know, that we're eating all these sweet things on Rosh Hashanah to have, and, you know, why is it? To have a sweet new year. But it's not like it's magic, you know, like it's magically if I eat an apple dipped in honey, then, you know, poof, my upcoming year is going to be sweet. Or if that was the case, I have a better idea. How about I have an unlimited amount of, for example, apple tarts or Krispy Kreme donuts, and I'll be able to lose weight while eating them. But obviously, that's not how it works. So, you know, we can ponder about this question about many of our Rosh Hashanah customs. Some of them are very strange. You know, we have having a fish head to be like the head, not the tail. Let's see, there's, you know, eating all the different symbolic foods, from the pomegranates to the squash to the leek, the carrots, all those things. Then there's the dipping apples in honey, the challah in honey. You know, I'm sure you've heard, you know, not sleeping too much on Yom Tov because then you're going to have a sleepy year. The list goes on and on of all these like little things that you know, symbolic messages that we're trying to get across. But why do we do or not do these things on Rosh Hashanah if it's not like heebie-jeebie magic, you know, like what's going on here? So I think it's a very simple answer. It's really just that, what is this time? Rosh Hashanah is the time to really focus, to put your energy into something, and it's where we refocus ourselves and our relationship with Hashem as both our King and our Father. So it's really this time of year is when we focus on what's truly important in life. And which, you know, goes to show that, you know, actually I had a teacher in high school. I'm sure, I don't know if any of you have heard of her, Heavy Garfinkel. She's an incredible speaker. You could find her classes online. And I'll never forget this. She stood up on the teacher's desk. She started screaming. She's very theatrical, very creative as an educator. And she started, you know, saying, when you hear the shofar, like, what are you hearing? You know, like what is going on in your head? Like, she was trying to get us into the mindset. So she gets up on the table, and I'm not going to say it as loud as she did because I thank God I have 3 kids sleeping upstairs. But she got up on the table and she said, what I have in mind when I hear that shofar is Tekiah, I'm going to be good. And then Shvarim, I'm going to be good, good, good. And then Trua, I'm going to be good, 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 good. And like forever that's stuck. And like, that's what this time is, you know, like that's the shofar. The shofar is symbolic. Happens to be that I was outside playing with the kids last week, and all of a sudden I hear from Temple Bethel, I hear their shofar, and I said, and you know, my neighbors heard it too. They're not Jewish. Someone's right connected to us, and they said, "What is that noise?" And I said, "Well, ironically, like that's exactly what the shofar is here to do. You know, the shofar is here to like stop us in our tracks, get us to think, get us to refocus, and so too, all these things that we're doing on Rosh Hashanah." All these customs that we do are ways to focus our energy towards Hashem. So just wake us up, and that what we want to daven for is a sweet year. It's a little easier to do and to focus on that sweetness when our mouths are full of deliciously sweet apples and honey and challah and delicious things, the pomegranate seeds, the apple tarts that we're going to indulge in. So all of these little things, symbolic things that really make us think of sweetness. So I just hope that, you know, of all years, may we all find the sweetness in our lives this year, after a crazy, crazy year of so much global bitterness, that God willing, together, we should all share just a really sweet year together this year.
Yeah. Okay, so
Thank you.
I'm not done. Thank you, Brooke.
Sure.
I'm not done. It's still rolling. It's still going. So you see, I started like this. I'm going to go in a circle and boom. So this is the result after I baked it. Okay.
Wow.
You see it? Now I'm going to put something on top that makes it super, super pretty, like a French tart at a bakery. So I'm going to show you guys what I do. So I usually find apricot jelly, not apricot jam, apricot jelly. And I melt the apricot jelly when it's still warm, and I put it all over. I'm going to show you guys the difference between now and with this jelly.
If anyone's intimidated, don't worry. I am too, but we're in it together, guys. And I hope everyone sends their pictures hopefully if you've made this dessert. I plan on making it next week.
Okay, don't be scared. This is my apricot jelly size. Look how big it is.
Wow.
Because I use it for everything. My fruit tart, apple tart, pear tarts, any tart. It makes it shiny. Yeah.
This is good?
Let me see, what is that? Apricot preserve. So as long as you don't have the big, large pieces of apricots, you take only the jelly and melt it in the microwave or melt it in the little pot. Okay, you can add a teeny bit of water and you melt it. So this is what I'm gonna do, guys. I have my brush, you see, like a little challah egg brush. So, and then I take a little of this. It's a clear gelée. I like it clear because I can use it. You see, it's a clear one. I like it clear because I can use it everywhere. I do a lot of fruit tarts with blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, and then I use it. And I take a little bit and I put it on top of my, you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. I put it on top of my apple tart. Look. And I follow. So just FYI, guys, this pie, I bake it about 40 minutes at 350. The recipe tells me to bake it at 400. I've done that. And this here gets really darkened. So my oven is a little stronger than the normal. I don't know why. So I bought myself a thermometer with a laser. So I go in and I check the temperature and I try to get the 350. Sometimes I found 355, 360, so I reduce it. 350, it's good. It's about 40 minutes. You can open the oven and check. You don't want the apples, look how pretty. You don't want the apples to burn, but you want them to be golden.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how I remove it from the pan. It takes 2 seconds, give me a second. So if you need to present your apple tart in a beautiful little thing, you can use this, or you don't need to use this because it has the metal in the bottom, okay? So let me show you guys. It's very easy. You see? Can you see, guys?
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah.
All right. So here we go.
So is the metal piece still under that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I like to keep it. The reason is when I cut my apple pie, it doesn't crumble all over. It stays on this. You see?
Yeah. Wow.
Et voilà.
From a French bakery. Wow.
Voilà.
That's amazing, Annie. Thank you.
So the other thing that is very, very pretty that I can do is I take a little bit of powdered sugar with a little, how do you call it?
Sifter?
Sifter, thank you. A little sifter, and I put it all around the edge, okay? It makes it so pretty. You can add, last time I add like a little branch of lavender on it, and it was very cute.
I mean, that's beautiful without any added details. That is gorgeous.
Voila, everyone.
Wow.
Easy. It's an easy pie. Next time I show you guys other pies. But this is my easiest one. So easy. Like I said, this dough, You can freeze it a month in advance, and you can use it. You can make 4 different doughs. For pears, for strawberry pies, for lemon meringue. This is for lemon meringue as well, okay?
Wow. Amazing.
Ta-da!
Thank you, Annie. Does anyone have any questions, comments? Again, just one more question about the thing that you brushed. So that's just this, right? Meaning I could do something like this because yours is clear.
I like it clear because, sorry.
It's okay.
I like it clear, I told you, because I like to put it on other fruits.
Got it.
It's so pretty on strawberries. It covers, what it does, this gelée, what it does, instead of the apples to become like tired and mushy and kind of like, this locks it. It locks it, and it also make it, like in France, when you go to a bakeries, you find all their pastries shiny like that.
Right. So can you find something like that in a local supermarket?
You can find it on Amazon. I bought small containers. It's called nappage. Nappage. I'll send it to you so you can post it.
Okay.
It's a neutral nappage. So that one, you can put it on any pastries.
Okay.
Fruit tarts, whatever you want. I'll show you guys, and next time I'll do a strawberry pie when it's strawberry season again. You have to see how gorgeous the strawberries with this nappage on top, how it makes it shiny and beautiful.
Amazing.
And yummy. So this pie, I want to tell you guys, I love it warm. Out of the oven, warm. But you can keep it 3-4 days. 5 days in the fridge, not a problem. You cut it, you warm it again in the oven or the microwave, have a little vanilla ice cream with it, or chantilly whipped cream, vanilla whipped cream, and it's yummy.
Do you, so you recommend like overnight, whatever, you keep it in the fridge, don't keep it out?
You can keep it one night out,
Okay.
but then it gets mold.
Oh, gross.
If you leave it outside too long, like 2-3 days, it can get mold. So don't.
Okay.
It's fruit.
Right. Totally.
And also because it's hot right now, so you have to be careful.
Yeah.
I leave it in the fridge, and then every day we cut a little piece here and there. It's good. So that's a classic tart. I make doughs, 3-4. We call them in French pâton. Pâton means little dough, dough. So I have like 3-4 pâtons in my freezer. And on Thursday night, I take 1 or 2, and boom, I have, what am I gonna do? Figs. You can make a fig tart for Rosh Hashanah, okay? With an almond cream, the same dough, almond cream. I can give the recipe, and you guys put all the beautiful fresh figs. No need of baking the figs, just the dough.
Wow.
And with the cream, the almond cream. And that one is so pretty. I can send you guys the recipe and everything. And then you put the neutral apricot gelée on top, and it's beautiful.
Wow.
So you can do fig for Rosh Hashanah. You can do apples, put some pomegranate if you want with the figs, and you have a beautiful pie.
Amazing. Wow.
Okay?
Thank you so much, Annie.
You're welcome, guys.
Thank you, everyone, for joining. Hope everyone.
Shana Tova, everyone.
Yeah, Shana Tova.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
did you send them the recipe for did you send them the picture for the apple salad?
No, I didn't. We could send it.
I want to send you guys a recipe that I've done for Rosh Hashanah, and it's beautiful. It's a salad, a fresh salad. Look how pretty. You see, you make it like that. Instead of the pear, you caramelize the apple. You take apples, you slice them in the middle. You take honey on your pan. You put the honey and the apple, roast it, and put a beautiful salad like this. You see?
That's amazing.
I can send it to you guys with, I'm going to send it to Brooke and Brooke will post it. We talked about it here.
Thank you. That's amazing.
All right.
All right. And
Thank
whoever
you.
wants to join us for the next, you show us your cultural background, the next food, reach out to me and I'd love to have you.
Listen, anytime, right now I'm learning all this new pastries.
Yeah, we'll come
I
back.
have so many ideas. I can post a couple ideas and teach you guys some tricks and some stuff that I've been learning myself. So
Perfect.
Thank you.
at
Thank
the
you.
pastry school.
Where is your pastry school, Annie? Here in San
In
Diego?
OC.
Oh, wow.
It's
Oh,
in
wow.
Tustin. Yeah.
So
This
how-
is this French teacher, chef. He's been teaching for 15 years. He's from Paris, and this is his last class. I was so lucky to be there.
Wow.
So I'm so excited.
Amazing.
Yeah. Follow me on Facebook. You'll see all my new stuff.
Beautiful.
Okay, guys.
All
Ciao.
right.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank
Good night.
you.
Thank you, Annie. Shana Tova.
Thank you, Brooke.
Thank you, Annie.
A pleasure. I'll send you guys the salad one.
Perfect.
Thank you. Bye.